it's Tanya with Scribbles in Time. I wanted to do a quick flip through, mostly just so that anyone interested in this on my Etsy will have a way to come and see a flip through of the book. I will be posting this on my Etsy later today, and the video may not post for a few days, but at least this way, if anyone is interested, there will be a way for them to see a flip through. This is a book done with the ring binder system. Now this is not one of the old vintage ring binders like on my previous binder series. This one actually is functional. It opens and closes, so pages can be removed and added to this book. This book looks so pretty laying on a coffee table. It's actually got a really cool look because it has that layered effect. So when it's sitting on a coffee table, it really gives a cool appearance. There are roughly 36 pages, counting front and back. That would make it 72 in a combination of pockets and book pages, notebook paper, graph paper. I think there's some piano paper in here. Just different types and forms of paper. There's some envelopes in here. So there's just, you know, a combination of ways to not only journal, but attach photographs and artwork, as well as punching holes and actually adding to this. So anyway, just to do a quick flip through, the book cover is done with a recycled book. It's called And Spring Shall Come. Let me kind of get close up because it's hard to get this in full frame. And far away, it's hard to see all of the details on the cover. So it's just a real pretty spring picture. On the side, I did the little bundle of twigs. There's a charm with a bee on it, and I think that's kind of like maybe a honeycomb behind it, or a shadow of the bee. Not real sure. I think it's kind of just like a layered effect on that charm. And then there's a little charm, a crystal star on the top and bottom here. And some leaves mixed in with the twine there. Oh, and the back is also the back of the book. I don't know how old, I don't know the copyright of this book. You can see that there's, you can tell it's old. There's some wear to it. I think that adds to the look. I actually love that. The binder clip has a very rustic look about it. It's kind of a bronzy, maybe bronzy look. A little bit of an old copper look. I think it would be more described as bronze actually, but it's just a really pretty binder, I thought. And the measurements, I would say, my ruler, it runs out, so I would say it's probably about 13 inches by about 10 inches. And the height with the little bundle of twigs is around about 2 inches. Okay, and I'll do a quick flip through. So the inside cover, you can see the little knots where the twig is sewn onto the front. Other than that, I left the cover just as it was. The first page here is a book page, and there's some gesso on it so that it can be written on or painted on. And there's a little pocket here on the front, a little hummingbird. I didn't put a lot of pockets throughout this because this is a tight pocket, so it is holding this pretty well. But in this style of a book, sometimes with pockets, things will fall out easily. So I didn't put a lot of pockets, although I did put an envelope in here. But this has just a little sheer bag in it with a pretty little coin, Angel of God. The next page is notebook paper, and I'll just do a quick flip through. The paper like this is mixed media, so it can be painted on or sketched on. It's more for your artwork. You can tell the difference in the texture. More paper. Pages like this are reinforced. I did not reinforce all of the notebook paper. It can be reinforced just with some of the little reinforcement stickers, but those are the types of pages that I'm not sure if someone wants to make notes on and remove and then add to, in case this is just used as a little notebook. There is some trim sewn onto this, a little bit of string there, but some trim sewn onto that. It's an Edith Holden page. I'm trying to, some coffee dyed paper. some more of the mixed media paper. This is some vintage wallpaper, and I've made a pocket out of this. And inside of this is just a little card for journaling on. Mixed media paper. There's some pretty lace sewn onto this page, as well as that page. I tried to do a lot of different layering in the book, a lot of different textures, just things that catch your eye. That's journaling paper that folds out there. This makes it more of a prayer journal page. This is old vintage stationery. This is old music paper, and that's actually kind of a blue color. I don't know how well that's showing up in this light, but it's blue. I've done kind of a little small collage, a little snippet here with a tab on the side. Am I in frame? There we go. This page folds out. It's hard to get all of that in frame. There's a big ruffle here sewn onto that. An envelope, and inside of the envelope is my letter that introduces the new owner to their journal. Some of the mixed media paper. This is kind of the cover sheet to that music paper that was back here. I thought that was so pretty. The old oaken bucket. And then I backed it, because it was so fragile, I backed it with some of the mixed media paper to just help reinforce that. This is a flip out folder. And then this is just a picture stitched onto a piece of cardstock with a little collaging over here with the other cardstock. And then this is the back of the book. I did not give the measurements of the actual book itself. Let's see, it is 5 3/4 inches by 9 1/2 inches. Anyway, that completes the flip through. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those below. Again, this will be listed in my Etsy. My Etsy is also Scribbles in Time. And my name's Tanya. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a blessed day.